It's one of the hardest animals for us to film. Now, why would that be when this animal spends his entire life in 4 or 5 trees? Why would that be hard to film? Number one, they're nocturnal. They sleep in the daytime, just shut their heart rate down. But the hardest part is, everyone, they turn green. Now, how would an animal like that turn green? If you look at the fur here, the fur is very, very thick. You can lose your hand up in there. But what happens is it's very damp. It rains in the Amazon. It rains in Central and South America, especially the Amazon. Very little sunlight. So therefore, by the way, he spends 90% of his life upside down. He is born upside down, he breathes upside down, he sleeps upside down, everything's upside down in his life. But what happens is he turns green. Algae grows on his fur, and they get in this tree, the limbs of trees, they just go into a little ball with no breathing. You cannot tell it's an animal whatsoever. So you have to have a guide with you to tell us where the sloths are. There are some that aren't totally green. And they do also sleep out over rivers, over tributaries. Why do they do that? So that animals can't get up there and get to them. They can go out there on those limbs over the water. And the sloth does come down to the ground 1 day a week. It comes down to the ground 1 day a week to go to the bathroom. Now, why would it do that? Because if you went to the bathroom in the treetops, animals like the jaguar, the harpy eagle, the ocelot would hear the droppings hit the ground and go up and eat the sloth. So it comes down on the ground real slowly, 1 day a week at nighttime. He goes to the bathroom real quick, and then he goes back up his street. And that's where they live up in the trees there. They eat like leaves and things like that, the bark and stuff like that. Their 2 teeth, by the way, they have 2 teeth that are very big, very, very big. And they're not sharp, they're very dull. So when they bite something, they'll rip it apart. And that's the only means of defense the sloth has. You can see they have no feet or anything. They can't run or walk or hardly do anything else other than live in trees. And that coat is also used for clothing up in the Andes Mountains. When it's cold, hats, gloves, all sorts of things like that are made out of the sloth fur. So thank you so much, Beth, for bringing the beautiful sloth to Columbus Zoo.